Good evening, everybody. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I know they're having this Wisconsin recall election, but on the newscast it said there were two other recall elections that actually were successful, but they didn't mention which ones they were. And I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to take the time, I'm going to tell you which ones of these elections actually were successful. These were recall elections. The first one happened in North Dakota in 1921, and it was a recall election on Lynn Frazier. This was because of a dispute between the Nonpartisan League, which was founded by A.C. Townley, and the Independent Voters Association, which was founded by E.W. Everson. Okay, now here's what the situation was. Frazier and his Nonpartisan League, because Frazier was a member of the Nonpartisan League at the time, they were supporting the state ownership of industries. Specifically, they were trying to support the state ownership of the Bank of North Dakota and the State Mill and Elevator. Now, believe it or not, both still exist today. The State Mill and Elevator is the only mill in the United States that is owned by a state. The state of North Dakota actually owns the State Mill and Elevator, and they're the only mill and elevator that is controlled by the state, okay, specifically North Dakota. And you can read up on all this if you want. It's quite cool, kind of an interesting history there. Now you say, well, that was the first recall election that was successful. What was the second? Well, for those of us who were alive back in 2003, and I know I was, it was Governor Gary Davis. And this was about an electrical dispute. There was a major energy crisis in California, and they felt that Gary Davis did not do enough to take care of that energy crisis. And you guys can leave comments down below about all this. And this happened in 2003, and it resulted in the election of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor, sorry. Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor of California because of this recall election of Governor Gary Davis. And if you have any notes about that one, you can leave those down here in the comments below, and I welcome you guys to do that. But anyway, those are the recall elections of the past. Those two were successful. There was a lot of other ones that were not successful, but these two actually were. And I thought maybe from a historical perspective you might want to know all this stuff. So that's why I told you. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.